Jerry lying. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. Welcome to my car on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is something usually, y'all know I usually like to drop later into the evening. I like to let everything come out because a lot of news happens throughout the day. I get my thoughts together, I can get y'all my opinion. If more stuff comes out, I promise I'll get y'all another video. But this I have to get out right now because I've been thinking about it. And sometimes my thoughts change throughout the day. So if I don't take time to get my thought out early, it don't get out. It'll change or something else will happen and I won't get my thought out. So I'm going to make this video right now. Hope y'all don't mind. Also, I appreciate the love, man. All the new subscribers, thank you. Trying to get to 22K. You get that sub button for me, I would appreciate it. Jerry Jones is lying. Jerry Jones is lying. Jerry Jones came out today talking about, we're not really going to be, I'm paraphrasing because I'm not going to read it right now. We're not going to be buyers. We're not calling any other teams looking to make trades. He likes the roster the way it is. He's lying. Now, when I first heard it, I just got mad like we all do. Cowboys is lazy. Cowboys don't want to win. Things like that. Then I thought, Jerry Jones don't tell the truth. Jerry Jones lies to us all the time. First of all, can we establish that? Jerry Jones lies to us, Cowboys fans, all the time. He don't tell us the truth. Why would he tell us the truth? He doesn't want to look hot. Does that mean that I think that Jerry Jones is going to make a big blockbuster trade? No. Do I think that the Cowboys might make a trade? Very possible. And I hope that whatever we end up doing, that it's just good for the team. That's all I can hope for. Couple of small needs. We don't have any glaring needs on this roster. Can we admit that? Like safety room. We don't have a glaring need in our safety room. I know that the Eagles got Bayard, and Bayard's a great player. I ain't here to hate on that. But our safety room is great. Our safety room is great. Like, I know that some of the players haven't played up to par. But between Jaron Kearse, Malik Hooker, Dono, and then the young guns, we got Wanye Thomas, Marquise Bell, and even Israel Mukwama, who plays both sides. We got a 5 to 6 man safety room. Safety ain't our issue. Corner is not our issue as far as starters. Although Jordan Lewis has been pissing me off a little bit this year, like Jordan, tighten up, like your effort, it pisses me off. Deron Bland playing phenomenally. And I know people saying Stephon Gilmore has lost a step. I still take Stephon Gilmore over Anthony Brown. So I don't think our corners are necessarily our biggest issue. But if we wouldn't got corner depth, I would take it. I wouldn't be mad at it. Linebacker. Yes, I would take another linebacker. I would love for them to let Rashad Evans play so I can see just how good he is. I know last week was maybe a quick turnaround. We're not a team that gets our turnarounds as quick when we sign players. So hopefully this week he gets elevated. I would love to see Evans. Marquise Bell's been playing out of his mind at linebacker, although he's undersized. And certain teams will use that as his disadvantage for him. But Marquise Bell, and then you got Damone Clark. So linebacker's still thin. Go get us a linebacker, please. Like, I ain't got no problem with that. Then, defensive line. You can never have too many edge rushers. If they went and got another quality edge rusher, I wouldn't be mad. A quality DT, I wouldn't be mad. You can always beef up the depth on the D line. That's not a problem. I ain't saying it's necessarily a need because there's players in our D line that want to get some playing time, and maybe you should find a way to get them on the field. Sam Williams has shown some promise, but he's also shown some immaturity, and I can see why he hasn't been getting the playing time. I mean, that's the politics of it. You got to be on point and not act as childish as Sam is acting. Offensive side of the ball, I do think we pretty good. Offensive line depth, offensive line starters. I want them to play a little bit better, like as a cohesive unit. Ty Smith, got to do a little bit better for me. You do. Tyler Smith has been playing phenomenal, all pro stuff. Zach Martin is always playing all pro. Tyler Biadasz, I don't know if the injuries is kind of getting to you. You looked a little bit, not just strongest game last week versus the Chargers, or the week before last. And Terrence Steele has been getting worked out. I need him to tighten up too. But all in all, I don't see us replacing any of them. I mean, Terrence Steele just got paid. So it ain't offensive line depth. Receiver, I don't see it. I think you'll probably see Jalen Tolbert get more snaps before you see us go get a receiver. Between Tolbert and Turpin, we got Brooks as our youngin', and then we got the other 3 starters. I don't think we're going to get another receiver, and I'm not saying we need one. So I don't see that happening. As much as people want us to go get a splash receiver, we're not getting Devontae Adams and stuff. Just let that dream go. You know, I think we need to use the receivers better. I will say that. Running back. I'm not out on Tony Pollard completely. I think some of this has to do with the way you're using him and scheme. And I feel like he still has his burst, but I got to see it more. If you're not going to give Rico Dowdle the snaps that he needs, go get another running back. And you're saying, well, who? Well, the idea of floating for Derrick Henry's been out there. You know what I'm saying? The idea for Dalvin Cook has been floated out there. Shout out to my boy Jay Tuck. Signing Leonard Fournette. It's one of those things where there are running backs I think you can add to this roster to make the team better. But all that said, with all that being said, my point is, I do think Jerry and Steven are working the phones. I just think it's going to be a lower caliber player, and we should not get our hopes up. We shouldn't. I just don't see it. Pardon the outside noise. Y'all know I'm sitting outside. I'm trying to make this work without crazy sounds happening in the background. But I did want to say this. You know, although I think Jerry is lying, I do think they're like making calls and seeing what kind of bargains they can get, because that's what they do. Cowboys are bargain shoppers, and ain't nothing wrong with that when you get deals. But sometimes you got to do certain things that send a message to your locker room. I said this yesterday in the video, and the Cowboys just don't do that. A trade for a Dalvin Cook or somebody would definitely send a message to the locker room. We want to win. We believe in y'all, but we want to add to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just don't get that benefit as a team, and it's because of one word. We won't be buyers at the trade market unless somebody calls us or unless a deal is presented because of one word, arrogance. Even that statement that Jerry made, whether he's lying or not, is an arrogant statement. I'm not calling nobody. My roster is good. Who are you? I've seen the 49ers ad. I've seen the Eagles ad. I've seen the Chiefs ad. I've seen all kinds of great teams with great coaches and great front offices add to their team. The arrogance of the Cowboys to think you could say stuff like our roster is perfect. We don't need nobody. We ain't even gonna call nobody. That's arrogant. That's arrogant. Now, I feel like Jerry's blatantly lying. I feel like they are calling people and he just don't want to make it look hot. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that they are the bargain. I don't think they're the negotiators they think they are. So that's why I don't think we're going to be buyers. I don't see us accomplishing anything because they're not good at what they do. Does that make sense? So arrogance is the word. We're too arrogant as an organization. You know what I'm saying? I know people hate us because we arrogant as a fan base. And, hey, but I don't work for the Cowboys. I support the Cowboys, and that's the difference. Cowboys got to stop being arrogant, man. I love the team. I just ran down the roster to you. I think we have a great team. I think we're doing great. If we don't get anybody, I feel like we will be fine because we do have enough depth. But that don't mean you don't add nothing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I just don't. You got to stop being arrogant. I would love to know what y'all think in the comments about the arrogance of the Cowboys and why we won't be buyers at the trade deadline. And do you agree with me? Do you think that Jerry is lying and they are actually trying to work trades? They just won't be big ones. But look, I'm going to go because I know it's loud, it's crazy. I'll probably make a video again for y'all later. But I just wanted to get this out there. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I appreciate you. I holla. Oh, yeah, subscribe.